What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the third episode of Horimiya. This one's titled That's Why It's Okay. Or if you're watching on Funimation, it's called Episode 3 title. I guess they just don't get the titles when they upload the videos. I don't know what's going on with Funimation sometimes. Anyway, Horimiya. Brilliant show. Absolutely brilliant. Only 2 episodes in, I'm loving the characters already. It feels very fast-paced as well. Like, some romances can be very slow and be very methodical and take their time, and usually those series end up being, maybe you'll get a confessional kiss scene by the last episode, but more often than not you won't even get that. And then you'll have to wait until, well, you have to read it way ahead into the manga before you get to anywhere like that. And even then, I don't know if mangas necessarily get to that point either. This one is way more rapid, and you can tell just by the fact of the amount of time that's passing, because we're already preparing for third year of high school, so we're really rapidly pushing through this, as opposed to what other shows do. But that's great, because whilst I'm sure they're cutting some content from the original source material to make it feel this fast, and maybe that's going to be somewhat detrimental to character building, because you're skipping a lot of important scenes where they spend more time together, get to know each other and stuff. Even then, just the feeling you get from these characters interacting, you can tell that they're getting closer and closer just by the way they interact in each scene. So, whilst it is rapid, it still feels like you haven't necessarily missed anything super important, which is nice. But yeah, last time we, Izumi, we didn't know his name. We didn't know his first name was Izumi, so Hori was trying to find it out without directly asking him, getting the mother involved, who played her daughter quite well. And eventually we managed to get the first name out of Miyamura. Miyamura did, in a rush to get to the eggs, he showed his other self to another girl, the blonde girl. I don't know who she is necessarily just yet. I guess we'll find her a bit more later on. But we then had the school council bit, where Hori is helping out the school council a lot, like way more than she should, considering she's not even on the council. And as a result, people are like, well, what's going on there? But she hands the stuff in, everything's fine. Mimura bumps into, what's her face? Remy, that was her name. One of the 2 council members, drops some of the stuff, helps picks it up, leaves a pretty important piece of paper, which she says to just throw away, because she's in a hurry, she doesn't care. Ultimately, Hori is being chastised, essentially, by the school council president, Sengoku, for forgetting to turn in a budget report, when in really it was Remy's fault. So Miyamura steps in and kind of resolves the whole thing by headbutting the school council president. I don't know if that was necessarily... I don't think that was necessarily the best idea, but hey, why not? And then we realize, okay, the reason why she's doing student council is because the president has some dirt on her for when she bullied him as when they were younger kids. So that was kind of interesting. And then, yeah, we gave Hori a CD for her birthday, and just all in all, the characters are getting closer together, and you can feel that this show is faster paced than most others, that we might actually have actual romance in it, which is something that you don't see in anime a lot. So whilst it's only a 13 episode adaptation, we might actually have some scenes where they're actually in a relationship rather than just stumbling around trying to get to the relationship like typical Japanese romance stories. So maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't. I'm sincerely hoping we will, but it's only 3 episodes in. I'm not expecting that much just yet. So I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, as per usual, these are time-based form reactions. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all the videos that I do, which is every show of the season, some of the backdated ones. Movies and such will be coming in the break between this season and next. So stay tuned towards the end of March. Then you'll start seeing some of those pop up. But yeah, here on YouTube we do timer-based. Bottom left of the screen you'll see the timer for the episode. I count you down 3, 2, 1, play. On play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation. As per usual, since that's who's licensed it here, we have the Aniplex logo and then the Funimation logo, so about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past. You can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when scenes transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into episode 3, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Amplex. And Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Let me guess he didn't have anyone. No one. Oof. Kids are very blunt. They have no filter. No one wants him in the group either. Is anyone going to say yes? At any point in his life? And that's why he wanted to change his image, I'm guessing. First piercing. And she actually approached him. That's how it all started. OP time. I love this OP style. It does feel quite Cloverworks, and I love it. Honestly, Cloverworks was one of the best studios that could have picked up a show like this. It's just showing off for that shot, to be fair. Love the OP. Love it. Alright, finding out where we are class-wise. Hey. And the rumors have started. Yep. Okay. Dummy. Mm-hmm. I think you are. But groups of 4, and his friendship group is a group of 5. Mm. Just naturally group around him. As if it's completely natural to group around him. As if it's completely natural. I love it. Quite a lively group. Still feels like maybe he doesn't fit in though. I think you are. We're gonna have a bit of guy talk here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bit inconsiderate. Hmm. Wasn't paying attention. Uh. Oh boy, the misunderstandings. uh. Yep. I love these two. I love these two. Right. He's just unsure of how to close that distance. uh. Hmm. Yeah. But not in an insulting, oh, you're weird, but, oh, you're weird. Like, everyone's a little weird. What a good moment. Aw. What a good moment. Man, anime really stepping up with really good supporting male members. Uh, and then they disappeared. Give him time to warm up to it. Just give him time to warm up. Let him get comfortable with it in his own pace. Oh, hello. Awkward as hell. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh? Jesus, that's forward. Okay. She would. The way her eyes moved through all out are just brilliant. Did she say out loud? Oh. That might be the case, but. Okay. Wow. Wow. He doesn't, but could if you take that leap. Yeah, she's completely smitten with him. Don't blame her, to be honest. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Total scared cat. I love him. Oh, that was quick. uh, it's called a collection. That's a lot. That's a lot. Ah, interesting. uh, I love them. Interesting. Just naturally. She almost let it slip. She almost let that slip. Love how the DVD thing's playing in the background as well. Hmm. And making progress. I love this. It wasn't like that, but I believe that. Oh, he's overhearing it. He overheard it. What happens? Who'd you get in a fight with? Oh, was it with Ah, it's about her and what he overheard. Oh, God, good as he could give, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. It directly is about her. In more ways than one. You. I mean, more or less did. Why does he keep falling back? Hmm. That is kind of true. This is so much dumber than I thought it would be. Uh. 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 God, I love these characters. If only you knew. You actually told her. Interesting. I love. Is it? God, I love this show. Just love this show so much. Characters are built so goddamn well already. 3 episodes in, I'm already in love with all of them. God bless Cleverworks for their adaptation of this so far. And also whoever wrote the original, because it's brilliant. And this ED is brilliant as well. Everything about this show is just top notch. The only thing I can fault it on is fast pacing, but I understand that for making it work as an anime. But I can pretty much guarantee I will be going back to source material and enjoying this for all it's worth. This might be the second second manga, light novel, whatever, that I actually spend time with, other than Nagatoro. Everyone loves somebody. Okay. Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. This is going to be one of my highest rated shows of the season, without a doubt. What's going to be higher rated than this season? Because, I occasionally give a 10 out to some shows. I think this is very much close to approaching a 10. The only other show that I think is definitely getting a 10 is probably Eurocamp Season 2, because I love that show way too much, and it's just absolutely incredible. But this and Eurocamp are the two that are going to be 10 out of 10s this season for sure. I don't think anything else this season is necessarily a 10. Maybe One Direct Priority, depending on where that story goes and how interesting that is. Jobless Reincarnation is going to be high up there as well, just because of how brilliant it looks and how well it's going so far. There's going to be a lot of highly rated shows this season, but in terms of tens, Horimiya and Eurocamp are probably the two biggest candidates right now. Patreon request shows, I'm not quite sure where they're going to go. School Live is going to be high up there for sure. Symphogear so far, we've only done one episode, so it's kind of hard to judge right now, but that's going to be high up there. World Trigger is going to take way too long to get complete, so I don't know if we'll actually rate it this season. Log Horizon is going to be interesting to rate as well. But this show's so good. It's just so good. The character development so far has been absolutely incredible. And the characters we met so far, even if they haven't had the greatest amount of scenes, they've been fantastically built. Absolutely fantastically built. Like, I love every single main character that we've met so far. Like, I don't even, like, I've said this before in a lot of shows, especially when it comes to romance shows. It's very hard to get a truly good male support character, which is one of the things I actually praised Rent-A-Girlfriend on, because I didn't overly enjoy Rent-A-Girlfriend. And the fact that they got a season 2 so easily is still kind of, I think, a bit of an insult to other good romance shows out there. But whatever. And the fact that it's nominated for Best Couple, like, really? You're going to put Kazuya and Chizuru as Best Couple? Like, Jesus Christ. How many other candidates have been snubbed? Anyway, one of the good things I will say about that is they actually introduced a really solid and supportive and good male side character, because that's often where these shows disappear. Like, you have typically in romance shows, and this is just my overall assessment of the genre and a cynical view on the genre, but it's an assessment that I have to make after watching so many kind of poor attempts at this. Usually you have an audience male insert character that is just there to fulfill the roles of to make yourself feel better watching, knowing you could be in that position and do much better. That's usually what the male characters in romance end up being to an extent, especially when it comes to harem-style romances like Rent-A-Girlfriend. And then all the attention and all the character development and all the interesting aspects go into the girls, because that's what you want your audience to think about more than anything. You want, because you're primarily aiming for a male audience, usually teen or young adult audience, and you want them to be interested in the characters to make them feel like, yes, there's a girl out there for them, right? That's the point. And then usually male side characters that are supportive of the main guy usually just get discarded as like, oh, they're not important. But to Rent-A-Girlfriend's credit, Kibe was a brilliant character for Kazuya to have and was very needed in certain aspects. And to an extent, Kurobayashi, although not less so, but still, Kibe was a brilliant supporting character. And to that effect, coming back to Horimiya, Ishikawa is a brilliant, absolutely brilliant male support to our main character. Absolutely phenomenal, and I love him. I think Yoshikawa could be an also good support to Horny, but we just haven't had as much time with Yoshikawa yet to really establish that. Ishikawa's been built up quite nicely and is just a brilliant supporting character. Remy is an interesting one that I'm kind of curious to see where that goes. And then our main pair, obviously, Miyamura and Hori, are just fantastic, and I love them already. I just love them. I just absolutely love them, and this 100% deserves the praise that it's getting. I mean, on A-list right now, it's nearly in the top 80 of all-time highest rated. Like, that's very impressive to be in top 80. Like, it's at 83, 84% right now in terms of ratings, and it thoroughly deserves them. Absolutely deserves them. This is going to be one of the best romances of the year, probably. I don't know what other romance anime are necessarily planned this year. Let's have a look. What other romance anime are planned this year that could potentially be a contender? Nagatoro, as much as I liked it, I don't think it's necessarily going to be a contender to this. Finale of Fruits Basket could be a contender. I'll give him that one. Let's see. What other stuff? Second season of Villainess. Not really going to be competing with this, really. I don't know if there's any other dedicated romance shows, really. Not just looking at them as they are now, that could necessarily be... yeah, it's not really anything immediately strikes out as like a big name that potentially could be a rival. So I think Horimiya could be the best romance this year. If this came out a season earlier, this would have been the best romance of last year as well, to be honest. But yeah, I have such high praise for this show. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm glad I have watched this, because I can guarantee, even if it wasn't for the fact that my friend recommended it and the fact that I watch every show anyway on this channel, I'm so glad that I gave this show as much attention as I have, because I'm all here for it. And even if I wasn't doing this, I'd be loving this show and watching it, and just this would be the highlight of my season probably, regardless of anything. But yeah, because this is exactly the type of show that I want to watch. I want to watch these romance shows where they're actually decent characters that are being built up and not just cheap comedy or anything. Like, this show is funny, but it's not forcing the funny. It's just letting the funny bits naturally happen as these characters interact. It's not like you're trying to... It's not like you have a joke that you want in the episode, and then you build what your characters would do to get to that joke. You build the characters, let them interact, and suddenly a joke just appears out of nowhere. Like, that's the way this show is built. At least it feels like it, and it's just working so much better than comedy-focused shows that try and force the joke and then make the characters fit the joke, rather than the characters make the joke themselves. Just incredible. I can't praise this show enough. I could just go on and on about this show, but I'll cut it now because my voice is already starting to go. I still have one more episode to film today, so that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments before the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.